Tiki friends, welcome to this very special episode of Rum-Soaked Radio. The lights are dim, the rum flows freely, and everywhere you look, you're reminded of a tropical paradise. Today, I'm at Tapu Tiki, the home tiki bar of Ventiki bartender Josh Papuzza. This space used to be a garage, you know, a dusty, dirty place. And then he and some friends transformed it into a beautiful tiki bar that anybody would love to call their own. The build happened about 10 years ago, and ever since, Josh and his wife Rachel have thrown some wonderful parties here at Tapu Tiki. Always a good time. And there's a special party coming up on March 22nd that could affect the legacy of Tapu Tiki. We'll get to that in a little bit. But first, Josh is going to take us on a tour around Tapu Tiki. He's going to talk about his mugs. He's going to talk about some of his favorite rums. We're even going to see some shrunken heads. That's all ahead on this episode of Rum-Soaked Radio. From the pineapple peaks of Adventureland to the murky depths 20,000 leagues under the sea, batten down the hatches, grab your coconuts and say good day, Jose. This is Rum-Soaked Radio.
My name is Josh Papuzza, and we are in Tapu Tiki, my home bar that I've created along with a lot of my friends. When I started this, I had no idea how to do any of this stuff. Back then I would go on Tiki Central, it was a website, and they basically had forums with all these people who have known Tiki for many, many years. You could just ask questions. My first question was, how did they build the Enchanted Tiki Room? Because that was, I'm like, if you could do that, I gotta figure out how they do this. And so they sent me this link to literally Imagineers, where you could talk to Imagineers and ask questions. And I posed the same question, and they sent me an entire forum and like video footage of how they did it, basically how they made the fake bamboo, how they did all of this stuff. And so I did that. I just looked it up and then trial and error, started messing around, you know, using the torch and using a router and all that. And then, you know, just practice makes perfect. You mess up a few times, no big deal, try again. All of this detail you see was done with a Dremel. It was one of the first things we did. Oh, I did. I didn't know the difference between a Dremel and a router, and I didn't even have a router. I just bought a tiny little hand Dremel, and I started doing it, and I started on that side. And so if you actually look over there, they're pretty janky, wonky lines. And as I went this way, they started tightening up. You can tell I started getting a little bit better, but then about halfway through, not even halfway, a quarter of the way through, I realized, what have I just endeavored on? Because it was taking a long, long time, and then I was going through Dremel bits like crazy.
Do you still have that
little
piece of equipment?
No, that thing's long gone. No, it's gone. But then eventually I realized, you know, router is the way to go, much faster.
Josh has some really awesome artist friends that helped out decorate this place. Josh, tell me about some of the things that are in here and some of the people that have helped you decorate Tapu Tiki.
Sure. So it took me many years of scouring swap meets, thrift stores, estate sales, wherever I could find it, of procuring these interesting artifacts. And I've got a ton of stuff from all over. Like, we have stuff from American Airlines, United Airlines. I have some TWA stuff. I've got Pan Am stuff. And finding in like the most unlikely spots, you never know where you're gonna turn up stuff like that. A lot of times at garage sales, you find incredible stuff. So like between garage sales and estate sales and swap meets, I found a good portion of this stuff. When I had accumulated a whole bunch of stuff, I didn't really know what to do. It was a bit overwhelming with just like boxes and boxes of art and different stuff. And I'm definitely no interior decorator, so I decided to reach out to a lot of my tiki friends who have built bars, like real bars, before. So I reached out to Ron Farrell, I reached out to Tiki Tony, let's see, Kona Clive helped me. I can't probably name everyone. It was a lot of people, like all the people that I barely knew or even just got their contacts on Facebook, whatever. I would reach out to them and be like, hey, I'm doing this event. I'm trying to build this home space. I have all these things and I just don't know what to do with them and where to put them and to like maximize the view. So I was like, I'm gonna call it the Tapu Tiki decorating party, and invited all these people over and provided, rum and food. And we had basically the soft opening of Tapu Tiki was the decorating party.
One of the things that I really value about the tiki community is the giving nature of the people. There are so many givers. There are some takers, but a lot of people are giving people, and it always blows me away, the giving nature of the people. It really does.
It never ceases to amaze me, the generosity of our tiki community and the ohana that we really do share. It's pretty incredible, and it's not like many other things I've ever been a part of, and that's one of the huge allures. And what brought me to creating a space like this is that camaraderie and that friendship, and it's just a really good thing, and you don't really see that a lot, and so it's very nice. And yes, the tiki community will give you the shirt off of their back there. It's why I like tiki.
Josh ended up building his own Enchanted Tiki Room, but how did it all start?
I can remember specifically what it was. I got this really interesting tiki mug from an old Japanese restaurant that we were at, and it was like the Buddha. Everyone's seen the Buddha. And I was like, oh, I remember my grandparents getting this a long time ago when I was a kid. And so I got that, and of course had to have a drink out of it. And then that kind of led to me starting my mug collection. And so I think the mug bug bit me, and that was the start. You think you have a lot of mugs in your collection? Well, Josh is going to tell us about his that number's close to 400. I've been hard collecting since probably around 2014, roughly. I don't necessarily have like, oh, I can only get this type of mug. If it appeals to me, then I get them. When I look at the mugs, all the mugs in here, I can remember the story of what that mug was, what it took for me to get that mug. And so they're all like little miniature stories to me. One of my favorites is this beautiful little Tiki Tony. I think he's called the Tongaroa baby. When Ventiki was not even a year old, maybe a year old, we did our first like official Tiki event there, and Tiki Tony came to Vin and Ron Farrell. And this was one of the mugs that I snagged. I waited in line for like an hour and a half, and I worked there to get this beautiful mug. So this is definitely pretty special to me. I really love this little guy. Is there any sort of rhyme or reason to where they are? Not necessarily. The ones on the shelves and most prominent are the ones that I personally like the most. But as far as like how I didn't like arrange them by mug maker or anything like that. I just, what fit in the space, because I have some interesting shelves, so you kind of have to arrange them in a certain way for them to fit. They're all earthquake puttied down, but every mug that I own has been used at least once.
And are you ready for this? One of the mugs in Josh's collection is actually cursed.
The Magnum PI mug story is a very interesting story. So my good friend Augie, who helped build this bar and is a regular patron at Ventiki, was known for being a massive Magnum PI fan. So when Thor made a Magnum PI mug with Tiki Farm, he had to have one. The normal mug wasn't very detailed. It was just his face, more or less. So he had made the Detroit Tigers hat, he put the Aloha shirt on him, customized the mug. Everyone knew it was his mug. It was very easy to see, and he always had it. One day on a very busy Saturday, he had set his mug down to go outside to talk to someone, and in the melee of how busy it was, someone had snatched his mug, sadly. And we pretty much put out like a search party for it. About 2 years later, myself and the owner of Ventiki were opening the bar, and there was a package delivered, and we could tell it was a mug. And he asked me, "Oh, did you buy a mug?" I'm like, "No." "Did you get a mug?" He's like, "No." And we're like, "Oh, let's see who sent us a mug." There's no name, no return, nothing like that. We open it up, and the second we look inside, we pull it out, and sure enough, there's the mug. There's the Magnum mug with a note, just a Post-it note that said, "This mug is cursed. We are sorry." You have to see yourself. Just see what was brought here today.
I happened to be at Ventiki that day and captured it all.
Right behind you, Josh. Oh my god.
Is it like a cursed mug or something? Like
Look.
Too ruffles.
We all want to know what this is.
Dude! The fuck? Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you, dude. Do you see what they wrote? Do you see what they wrote? You see what they wrote?
I thought I was...
"This thing is cursed.
Yeah.
We are sorry." What? Were we not just talking about how you cursed that mug yesterday? Holy shit, Augie.
Dude, I'm gonna cry.
So over a year ago, this mug was stolen from here. His custom mug that he painted.
Wow.
And he posted a picture
Wow.
of it about 5 days ago because it was Magnum PI's birthday.
Dude.
We just like put a shout out like, "Oh yeah, the mug was stolen from us."
Precious.
And apparently someone must have saw that.
Felt bad.
And they wrote, "This mug is cursed. We are sorry."
And they sent it back?
Yeah, here. We did check the tracking. There was a tracking, and someone had hand delivered that mug to the post office right down the street from Ventiki the day before. And that's all we know about, is that someone hand delivered it and then it was delivered to us. So he got his mug back. So the cursed mug resides here in Tapu Tiki. It's actually right up on my shelf over there.
Augie, he cried. I mean,
Yeah, he
broke
literally
down-
did.
He broke down in tears.
And he's like, "How
when he
did you
saw
get
the
this?
mug come
How did
back."
you get this? How did you guys find this?" And we're like, "We didn't. It came to you." And he had actually jokingly, maybe like a few days before that, was talking about, because someone made a comment about, "Oh, it's so sad that someone would steal such an amazing, like everyone knows it's your mug, and like that's so sad." He says, "You know what? It's fine. I cursed that mug, so they're screwed. It's fine. The Tiki gods will get them."
I have another secret of Tapu Tiki to share with you. The bell at the beginning of the Rum-Soaked radio theme is the bell right here in Tapu Tiki. I heard that bell ringing and I just knew that it had to signal that it was time for another episode of Rum-Soaked Radio. So thank you, Josh, for letting me borrow the Tapu Tiki bell for the Rum-Soaked Radio theme. One of the very unique aspects of Tapu Tiki are the shrunken heads. Tell me about the shrunken heads.
So my friend Augie had 2 shrunken heads made, one of himself and one of me, as you can see.
That's amazing, boy.
It's-
And did you have any idea that they were coming?
No clue. I was very intrigued because he goes, "I need you to send me a picture of your face." And I was like, "Okay." And he goes, "No, I need like 3D picture of your face." So like he's like front, side, and back. I was like, "Why?" He goes, "Don't worry about it." Okay. And then it came in the mail like a month later or 2 months later. I'm like, "Huh, I have a shrunken head. That's cool."
How would you like to see yourself as a shrunken head? Leave a comment below. Or if there's someone you'd like to see as a shrunken head, leave that comment below. When you look at every square inch of this bar, is there a single place that fills you with some kind of excitement about having done this?
For me, it's this bar, behind this bar, and the bar itself is my favorite piece here just because of the craftsmanship that went into it, all the work, and just, I'm a bartender, of course, so that's my favorite place is behind the bar. So for me, that's my favorite. This mural I'm really, really proud of. Rob Roy and myself painted it, and my quest to better my crafts led me to a lot of travels to the Caribbean, and my wife and I love the beach and tropical weather. So we were trying to go to as many of the tropical islands in the Caribbean as we could. We've taken pictures of the spots we've been in the Caribbean, and then with a red string we put the pin in where we've been, and actually need to update that because there's several places we have been that I haven't took the pictures yet.
What does Tapu Tiki mean?
Tapu Tiki came about because my wife and I have an affinity for all things Tahitian. We got married there. We've been there a few times. So it's a Tahitian word. Tapu is a Tahitian word that meaning either forbidden or sacred. This being my home bar, I felt that it's appropriate. You know, it's forbidden and it's a sacred spot for me especially. So that's why we named it Tapu Tiki.
You even have a mug for your tiki bar, right?
Correct. So I feel like the pinnacle of a home bar is when you've gotten a mug or a swizzle or something of the equivalent. So I really wanted to have this made. So we had a local mug maker in Ventura, Tiki Bert, made this for me, and it's actually a replica of my wedding gift from my wife when we were in Tahiti when we got married. She bought me a beautiful Marcasian carved tiki, and this is a replica of that, and so just very proud to have this mug. Marcasian style is almost like a sort of like an alien looking, so you got the giant eyes, of course. He has the tattooing, which I think is incredible detail. I mean, if you see that detail, it's so great. And then it has my bar name, Tapu Tiki, on there. And just incredible detail that he made. These mugs were so nice. Just very proud of this mug. Super cool mug.
How many of those are there?
About 75.
So if you have one, you're a lucky tiki person.
Yeah.
Let's talk about rums for a minute.
My rum collection, it includes rums from Jamaica, Barbados, Dominican Republic, pretty much all of the places that I really have visited and enjoy their rums. And most of the rums have been around for hundreds of years, but you know, they come from mostly places where I visited. I like to go check out the rum distilleries. So Jamaica is a big one. I've been there a few times. Dominican Republic has incredible rum. Of course, Barbados. Virgin Islands make some amazing rum. Barbados is probably my favorite rum. Just so versatile.
What sets that apart from other rums?
I would say the smoothness of it and how versatile it is, because you can sip it, you can mix it. It's very versatile. So I really like Barbados rum.
Which one is
So Mount Gay is probably my favorite, but but anything from Foursquare, you cannot go wrong. You know, Plantation rum is Barbados, so plenty of different amazing rums from Barbados. I would say a close second for me would definitely be Jamaican rums. It's just amazing how versatile those are too, and from the spectrum of like their mild ones to like incredibly funky ones. So that's another favorite for mine because you can do so much with them.
Around Ventiki, Josh is known as the Libation Shaman. Not only can he make great tiki drinks, but his skills go way beyond tiki. But I wanted to know, does Tapu Tiki have a signature drink?
I have not developed what I would consider a signature drink. For the grand opening, I did make a drink that is probably, I think, one of the best drinks I've ever made. Is it signature? It can't be because it's a little too complicated to make on a daily basis. But probably I would say the one I make the most around here is, and it might surprise some people, but it's actually the Navy Grog. I make Navy Grogs often, so maybe if I had to have a signature drink, probably Navy Grog, because I love a good Navy Grog. It's kind of how I judge other tiki bars, by their Navy Grogs. So yeah, maybe if I had a signature one, I'd say it'd probably be the Navy Grog.
Tapu Tiki Navy.
Yep.
The Navy Grog originated from the Royal Navy's rum and water ration. Talk about an interesting history. And it's totally rum forward. White rum, gold demerara, and dark Jamaican rum make the base of that drink. But on this day, with a nice lime and fresh mint close at hand, Josh made me a delicious Mai Tai. Of course, with a dark rum float. So that is a homemade Tapu Tiki Mai Tai right there, Josh.
Doesn't get much more satisfying than that.
You love having parties here at Tapu Tiki.
But yeah, we like to throw some little tiki shindigs.
Just happy to see
Woo!
you.
Oh,
And in the hotel where they clean the room, and I let the cook clean it up. I don't want to get
I'd also like to thank everyone for coming to Tapu Tiki at my 6-year anniversary. You guys make this possible. Thank you so much for coming out. I am so happy to have all my ohana here and just enjoy this beautiful day that we have here. Thank you guys. Aloha!
Yeah, we do. We do love having get-togethers and parties here at Tapu Tiki. Since its grand opening in 2017, we've probably had about 8 or 9 rather large functions and a few small ones in between. So yeah, we love entertaining. My wife especially, she's a very, very good host.
what are these Polaroids of?
So these are all pictures from Tapu Tiki's grand opening in 2017.
What a fun collection, huh?
Yeah, that was a really fun day. There you are, making drinks behind the bar.
Oh, you lost money that day, didn't you?
That's right, it's all good. The old crew.
Fun. Boy, when you see all that stuff, what does it do to you? What is
It makes me feel so happy. Like, so many good memories have been made here, and actually friendships have been formed, and it makes me happy. It's very good.
All right, Michael, this is your first visit to Tapu Tiki, and you chose the anniversary to do it.
Had to do it. I've been wanting to come here for years and just haven't been able to make it.
And you've been through. What do you think?
It's amazing. You did a wonderful job. It's got all the right decor, all the right kitsch, everything. I love it. Being here is amazing.
Mike and Heather, you guys are regulars at Ventiki, and you probably know and love Tapu Tiki, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yes, it's an amazing event that Josh and Rachel put on. I mean, it's just wonderful for the Tiki community.
Thanks to Josh and Rachel for putting this event on, and aloha and mahalo nui loa to everyone.
And I mean, you can tell by the size of the crowd, this is a wonderful ohana.
I mean, Tiki ohana, it's the best kind of ohana next to my immediate ohana. And we all come together when anyone needs help, and this is great. This just kind of shows that.
It's all about extended family.
Yep.
Dana, you just saw Tapu Tiki for the first time.
Yes.
What are your impressions?
So I've seen a few pictures of it, and I'll tell you, it can't prepare you. The pictures do not do it justice. It's amazing.
You walk into Tapu Tiki, you see all that stuff. What does it do to you?
It gave me goosebumps and chills. Yeah. It reminded me of my first time when I first got into Tiki and went to probably False Idol for the first time. That was one of my first visits.
Okay.
And this brought back that feeling and those memories.
Does it feel like it was all worth it?
Oh, 100%. So much. Oh, yeah. It's great to see the friends and the people of the community getting together and just everyone having a great time, and the aloha and the ohana vibe is very strong.
When people leave, what do you want them to remember about your bar?
When people leave the bar, I want them to be thinking about, man, when am I coming again? Pretty much, you know, and I want them to have that wow factor and just a feeling of like, almost like being at your favorite bar or something like that, you know, your favorite spot.
Josh, on March 22nd, you are inviting a bunch of people over to Tapu Tiki.
Correct.
To experience your bar, to experience your home for a very special event. It really has to do with the legacy of Tapu Tiki, right?
Correct, yeah. So I have a very unique opportunity to keep this beautiful property in my family's name. It's been, my grandparents have had it for more than 30 years. They recently passed, and now it's changing hands, and I've got this unique opportunity to own this property and, you know, keep it in the family. So this is one way for me to try to earn some funds and also have a good time. So this is what it's going to be. We're going to be doing the fundraiser, the Tapu Tiki fundraiser. So at the Tapu Tiki event, you'll be able to see some live music. We're having 2 amazing performers. We're going to be doing an auction. We're going to be doing a raffle. We have a taco truck. It's going to be a lot of fun stuff going on. Of course, drinks will be made by me. Pretty much all you can drink. A few different really good cocktails are in the works to be announced. But so much fun to be had, incredible amount of fun.
And people are going to be able to come inside, take a look at everything, take it all
Absolutely,
in, right?
Absolutely. If they want to jump in the pool, they can.
Tickets to this exclusive party are just $100. It goes a long way to help Josh and Rachel keep Tapu Tiki in the family. Details at the end of this video. Boy, when you look around at all of this, what do you think?
I'm amazed. I'm so happy about it. It's more than I would have ever expected us to do. It's just a feeling of just happiness. This is literally my happy place. I mean, I don't think a day goes by that I don't at least visit it for a few minutes. So just pure joy.